What if the woman who made your holidays sparkle wasn't telling you the whole truth? What if behind the wreaths, the candles, and that calm, reassuring voice, there were cracks forming in the perfect image she built? Because according to growing speculation from loyal shoppers and insiders, Valerie Parr Hill's story isn't as picture-perfect as it seems. And the truth she's been trying to hide might be closer to home than anyone expected. For over 30 years, Valerie Parr Hill has been the undisputed queen of QVC decor. She's not a hired host. She's a guest designer, the creative mind behind the Home by Valerie collection. But to viewers, she might as well be a host. Her presence on QVC has been so constant, so comforting, that fans long ago made her an honorary member of the on-air family. She wasn't just demonstrating products. She was creating moments, a warm, familiar world of candlelight and grace. When Valerie appeared on screen, it felt like a dear friend had stopped by to help you decorate for Christmas. But in recent years, something has shifted. The calm became uneasy, the confidence seemed a little forced, and her once golden brand started facing criticism she'd never known before. So what happened to Valerie Parr Hill? And what exactly is the truth she never wanted QVC viewers to see? It all began in the early 1990s. Valerie wasn't a salesperson by training. She was a designer, a decorator, a storyteller. When QVC first invited her to present her holiday creations, audiences were instantly captivated. Her gentle voice, her polished manners, and her eye for detail made her stand out from the typical high-energy sales style. She wasn't pitching, she was inviting. Her segments like Home with Valerie and Decorating with Valerie became cult favorites, especially at Christmas. She helped viewers see beauty in simplicity: a lantern, a garland, a single glowing candle. It was magic. Through the 2000s and 2010s, Valerie's brand became one of QVC's most profitable. Her partnership with the network was strong, her fan base loyal. She represented warmth, class, and faith, a refreshing contrast in an increasingly commercial world. For decades, Valerie stayed above the noise. No drama, no scandals, just shimmering decor and heartfelt gratitude. But quietly, the retail world was changing, and even Valerie couldn't escape it. The first signs appeared on air. Longtime viewers began noticing that Valerie didn't seem like herself. One fan wrote that she seemed anxious, restless, and distracted. Another said they had to change the channel because she kept rearranging props mid-show and looked visibly uncomfortable. For a woman known for grace, it was shocking. Is Valerie okay? Fans asked in comment sections and Facebook groups. Has something happened? At the same time, QVC itself was in turmoil. In 2023, the network went through massive layoffs. Beloved hosts, people like Carolyn Gracie and Dan Hughes, were suddenly gone after decades on air. Viewers were outraged, and Valerie, though technically a guest vendor, felt the ripple effect. Her appearances grew fewer. Her airtime quietly shrank. People began to whisper. Was QVC phasing her out next? Then came the disappearance. For weeks, Valerie was nowhere to be found on QVC. No official statement. No social media explanation. Just silence. Loyal viewers panicked. Has Valerie left? Is she sick? Was she caught in the layoffs? Speculation ran wild. After weeks of mystery, Valerie finally resurfaced on Instagram, smiling softly, thanking fans, and saying she had simply taken a brief break. She offered no details. No reason, just reassurance that she was back. But the vague explanation only deepened the mystery. Why disappear without warning? Why return so quietly? And why, even after coming back, did her appearances stay limited? Many fans suspected something deeper: creative disagreements, health concerns, or pressure from QVC executives to change her approach. Because right around that same time, the Home by Valerie brand began facing another storm, one that hit her where it hurt most: product quality. For years, Valerie's line stood for craftsmanship and charm, but customers started noticing cracks, literally, broken ornaments, lights that didn't work, paint chipping, and a heavy reliance on glitter that made everything look cheaper than before. The complaints grew louder. Valerie's quality has gone downhill, one longtime buyer wrote. Everything looks mass-produced. It wasn't just random negativity, entire QVC forum threads were filled with frustration. Shoppers accused the network of cutting costs, outsourcing Valerie's once premium designs to low-budget factories overseas. As long as it's made in China, it's not the Valerie we loved, one post read. Another blamed both sides. QVC and Valerie should expect better for the prices they charge. For the first time, the queen of holiday elegance was under fire. Her once sparkling reputation was being dulled by glitter fallout and burned-out fairy lights. And still, she said nothing. On air, Valerie stayed composed. She presented each collection with enthusiasm, thanking customers for their loyalty. But online, the tide was turning. Even loyal fans began asking, does Valerie even design her pieces anymore? As her business grew, insiders say much of the creative control shifted to manufacturers and QVC buyers. Her name was still on the label, but her hands were no longer on every wreath. What started as her personal passion had become a machine, and fans felt it. One former admirer put it bluntly, "It's like she's become a brand logo instead of a designer." That's when the scandal label began to stick. Not because Valerie had done anything outrageous, but because fans felt betrayed. They believed the woman who once stood for authenticity had become part of the system she once elevated. The sparkle that made Valerie's brand magical now felt mechanical. Inside QVC, pressures were rising too. Executives wanted faster turnover, cheaper production, trendier looks. Valerie, known for her timeless, classic taste, reportedly pushed back. She wanted quality, they wanted quantity. And that quiet tug-of-war may have been the real reason for her absence. Stepping away might have been her only way to breathe. When she returned, she was the same graceful Valerie, but fans could sense the fatigue. Her smile seemed heavier, her energy slightly dimmed. The woman who once embodied calm elegance now looked like someone carrying the invisible weight of corporate compromise. But through it all, Valerie never lashed out. No angry posts, no interviews, no gossip, just faith, gratitude, and that signature poise. And maybe that silence was its own message. Maybe she knew that acknowledging the turmoil would only feed it. Still, longtime shoppers can't unsee what's changed. They remember when her pieces felt unique, crafted with love. Now, many say they feel mass market, rushed, and impersonal. The candles still flicker, the ornaments still shine. But the feeling isn't the same. That's the heartbreak behind this story. It isn't about scandalous behavior. It's about slow erosion. Because the truth Valerie Parr Hill has been hiding may not be a single secret. It's the reality that even someone as beloved as her isn't immune to QVC's transformation. A network once built on trust and connection now runs on algorithms and flash sales. And Valerie, the guest designer who made it feel like home, has had to fight to keep her identity intact. Her fans see it. They notice the shorter appearances, the nervous laughter, the missing sparkle. They know she's not the villain. She's the casualty of a changing system, one that replaced craftsmanship with convenience. Still, Valerie remains loyal. She keeps showing up. She keeps creating new designs. She keeps believing in the brand she built, even when QVC's direction feels foreign. Because for Valerie, this isn't just business, it's personal. Every candle, every wreath, every shimmer of light still carries a piece of her story. And that's what keeps viewers watching. Even those who criticize her can't resist tuning in when she's on air. Because somewhere beneath the layers of glitter and corporate gloss, that same gentle soul still shines through. The woman who brought magic into our homes for 30 years is still there, just fighting harder to be seen. So what's the real scandal? It's not about deception or lies. It's about survival. It's about a creative woman navigating a corporate world that values speed over soul. And it's about the painful truth that even icons must adapt or fade. Valerie Parr Hill's story isn't a fall from grace. It's a quiet struggle to hold on to it. To preserve artistry in an era obsessed with quantity. To remain elegant in a business that rewards loudness. And to keep smiling through storms she'll never publicly name. In the end, maybe that's the truth she's been hiding all along. That behind the glitter, the calm voice, and the perfect set decor, she's human. Tired, determined, resilient. Still standing where many others have fallen. And that's what makes Valerie Parr Hill not just a QVC icon, but a survivor. A woman who turned a line of candles and garlands into a legacy, and kept her dignity intact while the industry around her changed forever. Because sometimes the biggest scandal isn't what's exposed, it's what's endured in silence.